Guys, 9 o'clock in New York, Fox News alert on the border crisis, and this here is night vision video that shows smugglers dropping two very young girls over a border fence onto American soil. As we say good morning, I'm Bill Hemmer, live here in New York.
Good morning to you. I'm Dana Perino. This is America's Newsroom. I saw that video last night, and it's very hard to watch because you think that they're just 3 and 5 years old, and they dropped from that. So, apparently, they're okay, which is good.
So it happened in the middle of the night. We saw it because of night vision, and that's one of the things that you can capture based on technology down there. What you cannot capture, and we'll talk about this in a few moments, is the amount of illegal drugs that are coming across the border at the same time. They go into states like Ohio and Pennsylvania, and they lead the drug war and the killing drug war in those parts of the Midwest. Thank you for that. I want to bring in Corry Schiermeyer. She's a former Customs and Border Protection Press Secretary, and Derek Maltz, former Special Agent in charge of the DEA Special Operations Division. Corry, good morning to you. I want to begin with you. Kamala Harris been given the post for 8 days, hasn't had a press conference about it. Joe Biden has no plans to go to the border. What do you make of the video we have seen and the posture of this administration on it?
Bill, thank you. Obviously, that video is very disturbing and unfortunately is not all that shocking in the sense of that's not the first time that this has happened. We see this from the cartels and the smugglers quite frequently, that they really do not care at all about the people that they are helping bring across our border. They are commodities to them. And the cartels, let's be frank, are the real winners in all of what is taking place right now. They are making millions upon millions of dollars off the backs of these very desperate people, and that is just tragic. Now, in regards to press and talking to the American people, it would be great if we could see the leadership to us and telling to us what they are doing to try and stem this crisis. But until you actually recognize that it's a crisis, how are you going to fix it? Because right now, they don't even recognize it as a crisis. So I would like to see some of our leadership to come out and say, you know, I've spoken to leaders in the Northern Triangle, or I have worked with the Secretary of Homeland Security who's working with HHS to ensure that we're processing these children more quickly and getting them into facilities that are really built for them, as opposed to processing facilities along the border that are run by Border Patrol that were not built for this. They were not built for children, and they're being completely overrun and putting our agents at risk, Corry, and we're putting kids at risk.
The suggestion there is that the administration's okay with this.
It seems like it. I mean, like I said, you can't fix a crisis until you recognize that it's a crisis. And no one has recognized that it's a crisis. They all say that it's a challenge at our border, but we have challenges across our southwest border every single day. But you have to be able to pay attention to it and make some decisions, to be able to put into place the processing, to be able to help these children and these families to be able to move out of dangerous situations more quickly. I should also note that the primary goal of these migrants is to be released into the United States. As long as they believe that they will be released into the United States without consequence, they will continue to come.
Derek, let's talk about something that hasn't gotten a lot of attention. We talk a lot about the people and the migrants who come. What about the drugs? That is your specialty. Fentanyl's a killer. We've been working for years to get it out of our communities. What's happening with that now?
Well, the fentanyl business is exploding. The counterfeit pills are killing Americans at record levels. China's working with the cartels, destroying our country. But really, one of the other things, Bill, that nobody's talking about is the corruption, the systemic corruption in Central America and Mexico. This week, the DEA announced and the Department of Justice announced the life sentence for Tony Hernandez, former congressman in Honduras. His brother is the president. He was involved with 185 tons of cocaine. He had to forfeit $140 million. At the trial, Chapo Guzman, it came out that he was providing like $1 million towards the Hernandez campaign. Until you fix the systemic corruption, the fentanyl, the meth, the cocaine, the marijuana is going to continue to bomb America. So I hope Vice President Harris is discussing these corruption issues within not only the U.S., but these Central American countries. It's a disaster. But, Bill, the families in America are suffering and they're getting no support. Nobody's talking about it. Thank you, Fox News and other networks on the conservative side speaking about this, but this is not a Republican or Democratic issue. This is a United States of America issue. All walks of life are being impacted, and kids are dying at record levels. And we really need to step it up. So thank you for bringing this up.
Thank you for being here, Derek. Corey, to you as well. We'll speak again, unfortunately, very soon. Derek Maltz and Corry Schiermeyer, thank you to both of you.